Question one, would you ever open up a restaurant? I think a lot of people are Joe DeRosa fans, and they realize that Joe has morphed from comedy into being a restaurateur, and they want to know if other comics are going to follow in his footsteps. And the answer is no, I'm not going to open up a restaurant. Would never do it. It's too much work. I don't know how Joe is doing it. Obviously, he's using some kind of methamphetamine or something in order to get his energy up to do both things. I can barely keep my life together as it is. Running 2 podcasts and trying to have a career. It's I would do a food truck though, Shannon, if I was going to do a restaurant, because a food truck is just, there's less overhead and I love the mobility of it. I don't like this location. It's like you just drive to another location. And I love the fact of selling things off the food truck that don't necessarily make sense. Everybody else is doing like these handheld sandwiches, which is great. But I mean, very few food trucks are doing spaghetti. And I did see one in the Village and I love it. It's an unmanageable food, but it's unmanageable only for people who can't manage it. So it's like, put it on, everybody puts it on themselves. Like, oh, this is unmanageable. I'm like, for who? I'm the food truck. You putting it on me? I put it on you. You can't eat spaghetti on the street. You're a punk.
I have an idea, Mike.
Yes, Shannon.
I have an idea for your spaghetti food truck.
Spaghetti food truck.
You sell it in a cup and you make the spaghetti one long strand. And then you have the one strand come up kind of like a straw through like a thingy. And then so they have this one strand. And once they're ready to start eating it, they just like slurp it up. This one strand. So there's no forks and knives needed. Maybe a napkin to like dab the sauce off your lips. Perfect street food.
One long strand.
One long strand. And you just slurp it up.
Slurp is an ugly word, Shannon. I don't think we would use that in our advertising.
Oh, that could be the whole thing. Slurp it up. That's what you have like on the side of that's the name of it. Slurp it up.
Slurp it up. That's a great idea, Shannon. If we were in jail. Slurp is an ugly word, Shannon. How about you sell a macaroni necklace, and usually those macaroni necklaces are hard and whatever, but it's fresh macaroni on a necklace. Eating your own jewelry. I think people want that. I think people secretly want to eat their own jewelry, but they've never had a reason to. But with my new aged pasta food truck, I can give them a macaroni necklace and people can eat each other's jewelry. With consent, of course. I think that's great. Oh, what do you got there? A bracelet? Oh, lunch. I'm eating it. And if you bite the person's wrist, that's an occupational hazard. It's part of it.
What about sauces and stuff, though? Or is the
sauce
flavor
is extra, Shannon. Sauce is extra, and I'm going to insist on that.
But or if you infuse the flavor into the macaroni, then that's the only way it could work. Otherwise, you're going to be a mess.
It's the only way it can work, Shannon.
Yeah.
And instead of boiling the pasta in water, which we all know we have to, you boil it in sauce. So the sauce seeps into the noodle. It's an internal sauce.
I see.
Do you get it now, Shannon?
I get it. I think we should have competing food trucks and see who does better, slurp it up or macaroni jewelry.
Macaroni jewelry.
And slurp it up.
You're slurp it up on macaroni jewelry. Agree to disagree. I think we just did an episode of Shark Tank where our competing food trucks, I don't know how that show goes. I never really have the patience to watch it. I'm too busy working on my own ideas.
Of course.
Question 2. So that's my answer. No restaurant, yes to a food truck. Apparently Shannon feels the same way. Instead of helping me with my idea, she's off into her own food truck that will compete with my food truck. And that's the good thing about my food truck. I have I will run your food truck off the road, Shannon. I'm a very shrewd business owner. Does your food truck have 4-wheel drive?
I don't know how cars
Mine
work.
does.
Then me too.
Hashtag me too. Guys, thank you for listening to Mike Vecchione Investigates. And if you go to gasdigitalnetwork.com and use promo code MBI, you will get 1 week free. That's gasdigitalnetwork.com, promo code MVI. You will get 1 week free. Thank you again for listening to Mike Vecchione Investigates on the Gas Digital Network.